Alright, let's play one of my favorite fun decks of all time, Wugtrio Mill, and we're hopping right into the deck list. Alright fellas, this is the deck list, and Wugtrio is our hero, our star of the show. Undersea Tunnel for 3 energy, we flip 3 coins, and then we discard 3 cards for each heads. So, we play a 4/4 line Wiglet and Wugtrio, but then we do need draw. So we play a 3/3 line of Dunsparce with the runaway draw. We can use that ability, we shovel the Dunsparce back into the deck, and we draw 3 cards. And as support, we only have Cleffa and Shaman. Shaman will protect our bench. So if you read it, Flower Curtain, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon that don't have a rule box. We don't play any rule box Pokemon. All we do is we play basic Pokemon without a rule box. So our bench is completely protected to Dragapult, to Grimmsnarl, and that will help us a lot. So the deck list you're seeing there is one that I created, but I took inspiration from LDF and For the Win and kind of combined them because I really like the stadium. I do like the neutralization zone because in some scenarios this can be your win condition. If you win the stadium war, or there's a bunch of stadiums out there that don't even play a stadium, you throw that out, they don't have an attacker, and we mill them to death before they have a chance to win the game themselves. We got a few new additions with Black Bolt and White Flare. For example, Hilda. Hilda says search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and an energy card. This is perfect because we play another new card from White Flare, which is the Ignition Energy, and that says as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. However, if it's attached to an evolution Pokemon, it provides 3 colorless. So if we look back at Wugtrio, it is an evolution Pokemon, it's a stage 1 Pokemon, and it needs 3 colorless energy to attack. So that's the perfect combination. We play Hilda, we get the energy, we get Wugtrio, and boom, we're ready to mill. We can also use Hilda to get the other type of energy that we play, and that's Reversal. However, Reversal only works if we are behind in pricing, and we will be behind in pricing. We don't take any prices with this deck, 0. We did lose a very important card, Heavy Ball. We cannot look at our price cards and take out a basic Pokemon, but we play the redeemable ticket, because if we price too much energy or too many Wugtrios or Wiglets, then we just cannot play the game. So we need to use the redeemable ticket to get the price cards back into our deck. Yes, they will be replaced with other cards, so there's a chance we move other important cards back into the prices, but we sometimes have to play it. Another new card is Air Balloon. It's a reprint, but it reduces the retreat cost by 2, and Wugtrio has 2 in case we need to move it out of the active. We have that opportunity. We also play another new card, Tool Scrapper. We can remove 2 tool cards from our opponent. That could be an option. What we can do with this deck is, I put 2 Gravity Gemstones in here. We can trap something in the active, and at least for a couple of turns, we can remove the Air Balloon. They cannot retreat, and they need an extra energy to retreat using the Gravity Gemstone. We play Hassle. We can look at the top 8 cards and keep 3 of them. It's a great supporter. We play 3 Arven to get the tool and item cards. We play 4 Buddy Puffin. We cannot get Shaman with Buddy Puffin, but we have 2 Artisan. So we play a total of 3 stadiums to help us win the stadium war, and then stick neutralization zone at the end. They cannot attack, and boom, we win. We play 2 Sacred Ashes to get Pokemon back into our deck from the discard pile. And I think other than that, we play 4 Reversal, 4 Ignition Energy. That's the only type of energy we're playing. We play Rosix Machinations. If our opponent has a big hand, we can shrink it down. But yeah, 3 Counter Catcher to trap. But that's pretty much the deck. Nothing other than, there is some really great additions. Hilda, the Ignition Energy, that's really perfect. So yeah, that's the deck list, and we'll hop into a couple games. They're probably going to be a lot longer because it takes a while to get them to mill all the cards from the opponent's deck. So yeah, before we get into the gameplay, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave us a comment, and yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the games. Oh, my opponent won the coin toss. I'm always unsure. Do I want to go first or second? If I go second, I can play a supporter card. If I go first, I can start milling turn 2. So in this case, I lost the coin toss. My opponent won. I'm going first, and as you guys are probably very familiar, this is also called the Mulligan channel. Not really, but there's barely any gameplay without me having to mulligan them. So could they attack me? Yes. Could they knock out the Wiglet? Yes. Am I risking it? Yes. Was it smart? Probably no. But we'll see what we're playing against. Water. I think they had a Kindra coin, if I remember correctly. Blue sleeves. Good looking sleeves. Blastoise sleeves. They're of course taking the mulligan. They get an extra card, which will help them set up. I have Artisan. Maybe I should have put Dunsparce in the active, Wiglet on the bench, get another Wiglet out, or another Dunsparce, depending on what we draw. Okay, we will find out here. A Pidgey, a 50 HP Pidgey. This usually is a good sign for a bot Charizard deck, but they have different sleeves. So I don't know if I need to play Shaman. I have Hilda, which is fantastic. Do I? So my thought process here, if Wiglet gets knocked out, I cannot mill. If I put Artisan out, I can get another Wiglet, but then I help them set up too. But what's more important? I think we have to play the Artisan and get us another Wiglet, and then we can also deck check. Oh, we priced one Dunsparce. We also priced a Wiglet. We also priced a Wugtrio. Okay, Wugtrio Wiglet is priced. Do we have the redeemable ticket? We might need it. We have all Hildas. Oh gosh, we priced the redeemable ticket and we priced a Ignition Energy. So Wugtrio, Wiglet. We did not price redeemable ticket because it's in my hand. I put this on here because if this gets knocked down, then I can. Okay, this is an okayish turn 1. I would have loved to have a Buddy Puffin, but let's see what they have. Let's see what they can put out on the board. Right now it's just the Pidgey, and that's in. So they got an extra card. They play Jacques for evolution Pokemon, so they probably get a Pidgeotto out. It also can tell us more about their deck, depending on what they can pick up. 2 evolution Pokemon. Okay, so it is definitely a water deck with the support of Pidgey. So they use Call for Family. Okay. So they have Baxcalibur to attach water energy. So there's Frigibax and Pidgey. So it's actually really cool. We even draw into the Ignition Energy. Okay. Also interesting, they did not play the Artisan. So I need you, and I probably want to get another Ignition Energy just in case. Here, and then do I get? No, I just get a Wiglet out. Those are all the Wiglets I have. All my Wiglets are in play right now. We attach this here. They cannot do any bench damage, I think. So we start milling, and three heads would be a good start. You know what? We can start with 3 tails. We don't need to mill. We're just a milling deck, so we don't need a mill. Nope. I decided we don't need to mill, but I'm a little worried about the redeemable ticket. So from the top of the deck. They take 6 cards. Rare Candy into Pidgeot. That's good because that gets them any card they evolve into the artifacts. That's good for them. Brooks. I play Ionos. I play 2 and they're both in the deck. What are they getting? Are they getting Lapras and Tinkaton? What? So Lapras is their attacker. So they look at the top 20 cards of the deck, attach any number of energy, find their tier Pokemon. And then this attack does 40 for each energy attached to this Pokemon. So they probably not going to use the first attack. They're going to use Excalibur to load up the Lapras with energy, which they don't need much. So they're going to take a knockout here. They currently only do 40. And they attach this for turn. So currently they only do 40. And they evolved Artifact, so I should be safe. Energy Surge Pro. So once they have... So this is a deck that is not expecting a Lapras. Period. There's nothing. The problem is, it also does not help me that they have Excalibur because I cannot trap anything. Because they are just gonna... Nah, that's also not good. They just gonna attach energy with Excalibur to any Pokemon. And that's pretty much it. So I have Counter Catcher, but... Like I said, once they have Excalibur and they have it in hand, and I have no way to get an Iono, nothing. Okay, we're milling 6 cards. That's not too bad. That's a bunch of energy. They don't need the Pidgeotto. Crispin. It's an interesting concept. They use Excalibur to attach energy to Lapras. And then for each energy attached, they do 40 damage. So in my case, they need 3. And it doesn't discard it. It stays on there. And because I'm not doing any damage, they're just taking knockout over knockout over knockout. Now they do 80, which is enough for the knockout. Now it's even enough for the next Pokemon to get knocked out. And I made a slight mistake. I probably should have benched Cleffa. See, and there it is. They evolve Excalibur, and now they can move any energy that they have. Water, of course. As often as you like during turn, you may attach a basic water energy to a Pokemon. That could actually be really beneficial for me, because I'm not going to take a knockout. I can trap Excalibur and hope that they run out of water. We'll see. We get this one knocked out. 200 damage is way too much. They should have not attached this energy. I'm going to give them a Dunsparce probably. If I draw into a Wugtrio, then it is what it is. I draw into a Gemstone. Okay. We're gonna go into you, and I should have not priced. I should have put that one down before. There's no Pokemon that I can draw into, but I'm shuffling the deck, and I end my turn. Yeah, I'm breaking a little bit. What I'm gonna do if I don't get a Iono, I hope to get a Wugtrio and then Counter Catcher up the backs. Put the Gemstone on, so they need 3 energy on that Pokemon to retreat. And hope that they run out of water. What do they have in here? They have 2 water in the discard pile. Because with Excalibur, you can only move water energy. You cannot move any other energy. It is just water energy. And they already put 2 water energy on here. Rare Candy for Tinkaton. What does that do again? 30 for each card. This in effect, yeah. doesn't do anything, and they attach another energy and another water on here. Okay. Seriously, the more water, the better. Power splash for another 200. Now I can go into the Cleffa. This is what I should have done earlier. Because then I could have drawn into cards. Because I'm bricking. I have Cleffa. Why not play it? So, super misplay. There's a Buddy Puffin and I don't have anything that I can use. So... because the Artisan didn't get me anything. But do I burn it? Do I play the Shaman? Do I put this on here? I might need a Buddy Puffin, but I play 4. I can burn this. Done. And then... I counter catcher up the backs, even though I have nothing, but... maybe they use 2 energy to retreat, and then they're even down more. And that... okay. Okay, I get the Ultra Ball. That's the Wugtrio for next turn. So... Brock scouting, but I have no way to get another counter catcher in case they can retreat. Monkey Dory is filling up their bench for nothing. So with Pidgeot, they can get superior energy retrieval if they play in, which they probably do. Okay, they attach a fire energy from hand. Okay, interesting. There's a Buddy Puffin. We get rid of 1. And the Artisan. Also the neutralization zone. Do I... that's a predicament. Do I get Dunsparce and hope to get a Wugtrio? I have to play it safe. We go here. And then we retreat. And then we start milling. They're down a lot of cards. So if I can get 3 heads. Head. Okay, 6. Not bad. What are we milling? And we mill more water energy. Nice. Builds transfer. Okay. Energy retrieval is good. They need 3 energy on this now. And they're down to 4 cards. So double heads next turn wins me the game. However, I have no backup attacker. They also need to take 4 more prizes. So they might run out anyways. I think if I flip 1 more heads, I should be good. They cannot retreat. They cannot retreat because of the gemstone. Crispin, now they can retreat. They have no more energy left. What are they getting? Energy retrieval. Okay. But they cannot attach it. Oh, okay. They got 2 water back. Okay, they can retreat for sure. But do they have another option? Tinkaton, that's fine. Big Hammer, 360. Here, I need a Wugtrio or at least a Dunsparce. Sacred Ash would be nice too. So what do we get? I have barely seen any supporters. Tool Scrapper. There are no tools. Do I attach this? Do I go for redeemable ticket? But then good cards could go... yeah, let's do this. Because then I can use Buddy Puffin and get you guys out. Should have used the Nest Ball. And then we just draw more cards. What am I doing? I wanted to Gasping Draw. What? Why did I do that? Oh gosh. Okay, that was silly. I would have seen 4 more cards. Dang it. Why am I doing this? What a misplay. They're down to 2 cards. They need to take 3 more prizes. I need to get a mill out here. And I can't even retreat Shaman, but they knock him out. Okay, 420, Shaman is out. So 2 more prize cards. Cleffa. Come on, bail a friend out here next turn. Should have done the first turn. There's an Iono. I don't want to play the Iono. I play the Nest Ball. Neutralization zone is in here. I need to start milling. I need a counter catcher. There's a counter catcher and Dunsparce. So row 6 is also not bad, but Arven is better. Counter catcher, gemstone. Okay, I got everything I need because I can use Arven for an Ultra Ball. Big Hammer. Okay, we're gonna go all in. There is, because they cannot take a knockout. They need 1 more prize card, but I'm gonna go counter catcher. Get the backs up. Use Sacred Ash and get me all these fellas back. Then I play Dunsparce. And hopefully get a... That's not in. But we can get the Arven out. Get the Ultra Ball. And then we use Iono and Tool Scrapper. We get the Wugtrio. They don't have anything in hand. They have 1 more prize card. The gemstone on here. And then we mill. I need 1 heads. Just 1, and we win this first game. No, yes, there it is. We mill the last card. We go into their turn. And they cannot do anything because they used all the energy to retreat and to put on the Lapras, which was a misplay because they only need to do 90 damage. So we mill the first very interesting Lapras and Tinkaton EX deck. GG's to my opponent. Yo, opponent lost the coin toss. I still think going first is not still. I think going first is the right move. I think it makes sense if we can set up, which we can't. 2 Buddy Puffin would have been great, and the energy. Oh well, doesn't look like we can set up, but who knows what other hand we get. But I feel like if you can set up going first and then can evolve going first on turn 2 and start milling is ideal. So all we have is a Dunsparce, which is not a lot. I don't want to play the Ultra Balls because everything I have in hand is good. So I will just have to pass. It's unfortunate. Okidogi, Miraidon. So the problem is here. Oh wait, that's Okidogi. I could get rid of this and then get me a Wiglin. Because then they don't take a knockout though. Or maybe they do. 2 things. I can evolve. I have an Arven. But I need to move to Dunsparce. Maybe I can do that with... Maybe I can do that with an Ultra Ball, get the Dunsparce, and then I need to find the energy somehow. So what does that do if this is poison's attack does 130 more? So they knock this one out for sure, and they knock out a lot of other Pokemon too. Okay. That might be risky, but we're playing the Hilda. We're getting a Dunsparce. Do I have an ignition energy in hand? No, and an ignition energy. Because then we evolve this one. We evolve here. Then we run away draw. Arven Artisan, which I have to play because otherwise the game is over next turn. And get me another Wiglet. I have one priced. All Wugtrios are in. Hilda. Neutralization Zone. Neutralization Zone might be very important in this matchup. Here. And then we start milling. And then we hope and pray. 1, 2, 3. What a start. Yes! Love to see it. Maximum belt is gone. Not that they needed it. What else did we mill? Energy, energy, energy. Brooks. Tool Scrapper. And Pidgeotto. Natu. This one can attack. Natu. Doesn't make sense to trap Natu, right? And then also, I want them to bench more. Bench more. So I can trap something. Because I could do Arven for Counter Catcher and Gemstone. And they need 2 on the Natu. Is that the play? Tulip. Get some Pokemon and energy in their hand. Ugh. What did they get? How much energy? Just 2? 2 energy is too much. Because that's what they need to retreat. But let's see what else they get. Another Natu maybe? A Monkey Dory, which can attack. That's not good. They do 260. It's way too much. But this does 30 more damage for each. Yeah, they're gonna knock me out there. Wugtrio. Reversal. They have 2 energy in hand, we know that. We get this one out. So it's the only play we have. We have all counter catchers in the deck and the gemstone. So we counter catcher up the Natu. We put the gemstone on here. Then at least it takes him a little bit longer. We need good mills here. 1, 1, 1. 1 is not good. We're milling what? Mewtwo. We milled the Xatu and the Pidgey. I wonder if there's Xatu. Only works to the bench Pokemon, and it's from hand. So we know they have 2. So they waste 1 by drawing more cards, which helps me. And attach 1 to Xatu. They do it, okay. They do it. And they don't knock me out. They need 3 energy, but they need 2 to retreat. 1. And then they pass. Then I need to get neutralization zone. But then Monkey Dory. Then they probably go into the Monkey Dory. Oh, they play that? That's an interesting rogue deck here. We need 3 hats next turn. Okay, so they attach the energy. It's all they have. What are we getting out? A Dunsparce. And then what do we have here? We only have this in here. If I counter catcher these up, their attackers. This one will attack at one point, but not right away. Do I get a tool scrapper just so I have it? No. I get an air balloon just so I have it. So now we counter catcher this one. Trap in and pray. So again, they can attack with this one, which is not ideal. But we flip 3 heads. So what do we mill? There's... What deck is that? We milled Energy, Pidgeotix, Pidgey, Hopsation. Wow. We milled a lot of stuff. A lot of random stuff. They have a Mewtwo EX, an Okidogi, Duskull Dusknor, a Pidgeotix. They play Hilda. Rock Scouting. I think we milled their entire Pidgeot line. So if they have Crispin, it's not good. They use the energy that they have in hand to attach to a bench Pokemon. Interesting. They put it on this one. They need 2 energy on the Munkidori to retreat. They also need 2 to attack. Okay, they had 1 more in hand. That's it. They need to pass. And then this one can either retreat or hit me. I mean, this can hit too, for 80. I need another evolution here. Iono. Hey, low-key, I like it. It puts a lot of cards back into their deck, which is good for them. I get Hilda, a Hassel. Hilda is good, because then I can put this one up, and I got the other counter catcher. Are they gonna knock? If they're gonna knock me out next turn, but do I draw more? No, I need to be ready for another turn here. I think that's what I gotta do. And put the reversal on here. There's no tool that I can scrap. Counter catcher, the problem is they can attack. They can attack. This one can blow up unless they don't play the evolution. Let's see what we're milling here, because we're milling 3 more. We're flipping 3 more coins. 1. Just 1. Beach Cord, Energy, and Retrieval. That's good. How much energy are they playing? There's 5 in the discard pile. And they have a bunch in their hand attached to their Pokemon. Total of 13, and they get 2 more. Let's see if they fail it, or how many they get out. Because their Duskull could be priced at a Dusk. They get rid of the Duskull. The Dusknor could be priced. They get 2 more energy. So they can Mind Bend. That's fine. Doesn't knock me out. If they have a Dusclops in hand, they have Dusknor in here. They probably play 1/1/1 line, so they have 1. So they will retreat and knock me out for sure. They don't Mind Bend me. I don't see that play coming. I don't. I also need just 1 more mill, honestly, to potentially win the game. And they attach... Where are they attaching it to? That's going to be... They must attach it to the Duskull. Or to the Psybolt to attack. Because if I get the neutralization zone, that would be good too. Because then I can... If they retreat and go into an EX, then that's what I'm going to do. They put it on the side. Okay. Next trapping target is Duskull. And hope that they don't have the evolution. Okay, I play the Hassel. If they knock me out, I'll play the Hassel. If they don't knock me out, if they attack with Munkidori, which I think is a mistake. They should not do that. Confuse? Maybe? No, they retreat. So then I just counter catch up the Munkidori again. Okay, they knock me out. Chain Gaze for 130. Okay, good. That's okay. They still need to take a lot of prize cards. We go here. There's an artisan. That's not what I need, but we are going hassle. I need a gemstone. That's not a gemstone. Nothing of that. Nothing here is a gemstone. Hilda for next turn in Dunsparce. Let's check the deck real quick. Oh, why didn't I play the artisan this whole entire time? Okay, I don't have... I need to play the Sacred Ash now, because I don't have any Wigglets left. 2, 2, 2, 2. And then we play the Buddy. And get 2 Wigglets out. I have Ignition Energy, I have Hilda. If I don't get Hand Disrupted, they have an energy in hand. Then without gemstone, trapping doesn't make sense. We are, and we have the mill in hand for next turn. Don't leave me hanging. You gotta be kidding me, son of a gun. Wugtrio, what are you doing to me? That is not okay. Now I'm sweating a little bit. If I would have just flipped 1, then they would have been left with 3 cards in their hand. I think I saw both gemstones in the deck. So they put that on here. Oh, now they can... I see. But it doesn't really matter, because I evolved the one that they put the damage on. They need to take 4 more prize cards. I have another mill ready to go, but that needs to work. I need two heads. I need 2 heads for this one. Okay, they put them on a Wiglet. On the Dunsparce makes no sense, because I can get those back into the deck. Yep. And then they hit for 130. Okay. We have the attack. So we move the Wiglet up, and then what do we have? What do we get? A Buddy Puffin. I don't need that. Maybe they're out of energy. Wiglet, we get this and this. Here. And the reversal. I guess I'm gonna risk it now and get this one up. Hope that they are running out of energy. Maybe we can mill some energy here. Let's burn the Buddy Puffin. No, because that could be a target. I could have gone Artisan too. Okay, 2 heads and we win. 2 heads. That should be doable. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 2 and we win. Yes. And they didn't have it anyways. They had the Turo. They could have played that. Tornadoes. There's Dusclops. Whoa. We did it. We won. GG's to my opponent. Right, guys. One of my favorite fun decks. I said it in the intro. It is so much fun. It's so high risk, high reward. If you get those mills in and you run the opponent out of cards, then it's so satisfying. Just flipping 3 heads and seeing really good cards getting milled. It's so amazing. It's so awesome. I hope you had fun. I had a blast. Like I said in the intro, I have the video links for the win and LDF in the video description below, and I have my deck list too, so you can copy and paste it. And yep, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a next episode of Noob Plays, and for now, I am out.